Preing the Lulu at this point. Heart still proc. We're going underneath. Simple. We're ghosting. Out my flash as well. End up auto Qing her to secure the kill, especially underneath the turret. Onto the set, we eat him. We end up taking him out. Look for the back line. Q lands onto the Jinx. Jinx goes down. Running down the Lulu underneath the turret. No cares whatsoever. Mundo goes where he pleases. End up landing that Q. Lucian ends up taking out the blood. Avoid this Satanic Hydra. All ends up getting popped. Going in the back line. We end up taking out the Jinx. Going for the Lulu. Because we do have objectives up. Looking for that. End up eating him with the Hearthstone proc. Sending him back to the lobby. Sorry, SHAMGAR. Running down the back line at this point. We looking for the Lulu. He ends up popping. The Gargoyle still looking for it. End up instantly going onto the back line here. Tapping up that Jinx. He ends up getting popped. Was looking for the Lulu. Lulu gets taken out. What's up with y'all? What's the deal? It's me, Nopings, and today I am back with some top tier S rank MOG rush gameplay for y'all today. So definitely going to be an interesting one. We are welcomed by a special guest today. My boy SHAMGAR is playing on the Zinzal, so instantly I already knew I had to lock in this game. Feel me? I had to bring the dub home. Instantly click that record button. I'm gonna show y'all how I finesse the Mundo into really good players, bro. Anyways, we are versing a set matchup this game. I have been playing around with the E start. Now with E start, especially in the early game, you're able to actually interact with the wave and possibly get some lane dominance in the early game. Now I won't lie to y'all, it is pretty lane dependent. For example, if I was going up against a champion like Riven, E start is definitely not something I'll be doing. But into champions like Set, for example, where I can kind of trade into him, it's extremely valuable, and it just leads me into my core item, which is the MOG rush, when I'm actually able to quickly push in the waves and look for platings, especially with the E max. But yeah, basically in this game I'm playing way safer than I would usually, mainly off the fact that we do have SHAMGAR on the enemy team. So I will be respecting the set a lot more, and my trades are very precise. Trying to negate as much damage as physically possible while dishing out the maximum amount of damage as well. The key to the set matchup is honestly paying attention to his grit stacks, bro, because when he's at max grit and he lands that E on you or the W, I don't know which one does the true damage, bro, but it's just gonna chunk you to half HP. So as long as you're keeping an eye on that and making sure that shit's dodge, bro, you should be good to go. Anyways, we're about to reach this level 5 at this point, and we do have complete lane dominance with the E max start. Now honestly, I don't really understand as to why the set wanted to force there. Was really looking for the Rammus to come in here. Don't think he'll be able to secure the kill. It's fine. We do have our level 5 here and the crab, so we can definitely look for pushing into him. Kind of wanted the Rammus to rotate over, and I'm getting hit with that true damage, nearly going down, especially with the help of that turret shot. We'll have to back up, mainly again because Zizal's on the enemy team. Really don't want to be inting, and I know I do have a lot of pressure this game to perform. So yeah, I will be building into the plated Stokap's first item because it will deny Set from his engages and hopefully assist me in escaping any bad situations. We'll be building into the Warmonks now. The best thing about Mundo is his mid-game to late game scaling, and as long as I'm able to reach the late game without taking any deaths, I'm basically guaranteed a free spike into mid to late game, and I know that's when I will have my opportunity to actually show my impact in the game. Really trying to slow push here. I did see that SHAMGAR was sitting top lane, so definitely being very careful here in my positioning with this little slow push. Did see that he started to rotate. Still going to be holding the slow push. Now the best advantage to the slight freeze and the slow push is not only does it keep me safe, but it keeps the set on his toes because he's actually vulnerable if he does push up here. And Mundo with the player still caps plus a ruby crystal is actually pretty strong. So just because I am giving him this little push does not mean he is stronger than me whatsoever. We are level 7. We will be taking a dirty trade into him naturally. I honestly don't know where the last Q went, but I mean, we will be forcing the crab here, picking up the scorpion. 1,000 gold we set it on, working towards our Warmonks. And honestly, this game, I definitely use Warmoss to its full potential, and the value I got off the item was crazy. So y'all please stay tuned and watch this. Y'all definitely will learn something. But as I said before, we are looking for the pushes into the set. I do have Demolish as well, so if I'm able to get the shoves underneath the turret, we could definitely punish for plates. Seth's trying his best, but he's really just getting pushed out. Finally getting my opportunity to touch these plates, and best believe I'm taking full advantage. We copping 2 plate-ins, going for the slight proxy now. This is Brick Bane moves right here, bro. This will give me the perfect opportunity to possibly look for recalls and not be punished too severely. Now, into the set, honestly, I like to respect him as much as physically possible, but if I do have Demolish procs, I am willing to lose HP for them. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. SHAMGAR was putting in work this game. Kinda was worried about the direction this game was going in, especially setting 1 and 3, and I'm sitting on 0 kills. So I definitely need to make sure that I'm making my presence known, bro. Know what I mean? So I definitely need to be putting a lot more pressure onto these side lanes by split pushing. We'll be ensuring not to pick up that one plate, make that rotation towards the armored ensemble, making sure my Ramis can't pick this up safely. This see SHAMGAR pop over the wall, will be instantly focusing him, trying to run him down. Just know this is unacceptable, and I will not be tolerating it. We'll end up going down to the SHAMGAR though. He definitely did a lot more damage than I did think he was capable of, but I mean, I will take that little L. Bare minimum, we did pick up the armored ensemble, so I do think it was worth it. And we are going to be scaling slowly but surely into this mid game, and we did just pick up our Warmock, so I'll definitely be commanding a lot more pressure in this little laning phase, especially due to the fact that Set did not pick up any place whatsoever. But ain't gonna lie, SHAMGAR is doing insanely good, especially with his itemization, picking up the Executioner's Blade early. Really didn't expect that, which is the main reason why I actually flashed out on that first engage, because I was kind of shocked about the amount of damage he was able to do. But big ups to him. We'll be trading into the set. We did just pick up a huge buy with the Warmogs in our acquisition, know what I mean? So I will be taking these hefty trades into set with 0 downside, feel me? These are S plus setup trades, especially with the Warmog regen. I am basically unstoppable at this point. So I mean, we'll be looking to take full advantage of the Demolish products, and at this point I cannot be stopped by the set. He has no other option but to submit to me, bro, because at this point I'm showing my dominance. I cannot be stopped. I wait in the brush, the regen procs off. What can he do? What can he really do in this situation without 0 help? And I am the type of player where I will take crazy trades into you, and I will just walk off like nothing happened and walk back into the lane full HP. So as you can see, I laughed at him. We wait in the brush. Warmoss gets the procking off again. I can't be stopped. Like, there's no good trades he could take into me at this point to actually create an opening or have any kill potential into me. And at this point, he's just bound to suffer, and I just full on go underneath the turret, proc that Demolish proc, boom, take that out, and we're looking for the slight all in into the set. I will end up giving up the play here, mainly off the fact that we do have Warmogs to our advantage, and I will be using it to its full value by abusing this regen, feel me? So yeah, finna be picking up the Scorpion, healing up to full HP, and just focusing back onto the wave. It's that simple. Just rinse and repeat this process until the laner has completely given up on life, bro. It's that simple. And I'm just farming him for grass procs at this point. We almost have a Heartsteel as well, which is insane buys, especially for this time and point in the game. This here Akali started to rotate, kind of wanted to secure that kill too, which is why I took that long ass engage into the set. But now, I mean, we're going to be recalling here. We do have Heartsteel buys, and from here, I'll actually be able to become an actual threat to the enemy team. Alright, y'all, so Heartsteel acquired. I am feeling extremely strong. We'll be moving my lead to other lanes at this point. Did see that the enemy team was grouping mid. Kind of want to get myself involved and possibly secure a couple kills. I did just pick up my Heartsteel as well. I am an extreme threat to the enemy team. Anyways, Akali ends up getting the engage on the Jinx. Jinx ends up going down. Kind of looking for the engage on the Lulu. I am preing the Lulu at this point. focuses on the SHAMGAR. I mean, we're gonna make sure we take him out. Heartsteel proc ends up going off. Looking for the set. Preing the Lulu at this point. Heartsteel proc. We're going underneath. Simple. We're ghosting. I have my flash as well. End up auto queuing her to secure the kill, especially underneath the turret. Definitely going a bit wild. Feel me? Finna be walking back into lane with 0 downside with the Warmog's regen, and I'm gonna just continue to push. It's that simple. We'll be building into the Thorn Mail. Definitely a golden item into this game with the Vladimir healing. We do have the Jinx and the Xin Zhao, who are both going to be healing off of auto attacks, and sets also AD based as well. So definitely getting a lot of value off this item. Starting to get too mad in the top lane due to the fact that Set's unable to push me out of lane, bro. At this point, Jinx is literally just tickling me. I do have my ultimate. If Set did recall here, I'll definitely look for a kill into the Jinx, but we have to see whether or not she stayed. My team ends up collapsing here. I just end up looking for this low rotation. My ult's up. We're just waiting for anything. We end up engaging onto the Set. We eat him. We end up taking him out. Looking for the backline. Q lands onto the Jinx. Jinx goes down. Running down the Lulu underneath the turret. No cares whatsoever. Mundo goes where he pleases. And the blind IQ. Lucian ends up taking out the Lulu. Insane gameplay so far. Vladimir ends up rotating. We end up full throttling towards the Vladimir. Ends up autoing up the Vladimir to secure that kill. Literally on a killing spree. 3, 1, and 5. End up looking for the pushes mid. Since it's open, demolish proc. Definitely getting so much value off of this demolish. And we're just going to be regenning back to full health off that Warmog. So y'all could definitely see the value. It looks like SHAMGAR tried to match my side push. But honestly, pushing in mid has way more value than pushing inside lanes. Let's keep it a buck. Anyways, we'll be picking up the Thorn Mail. Kind of contemplating on whether it's the Titanic. We'll be going into the deathmatch play. Now, this is a serious item for those of you who are actually trying to climb with Mundo, especially into these comps who are very mobile and really like to kite you out. Deathmatch is the perfect solution to your problems. Not only does it help with mobility, but when you pair it with the Warmog's regen and your survivability you do get from the item, I'm just able to walk away from any bad situation and just wait for that Warmog rush regen. It's that simple. Anyways, with the Thorn Mail, I feel a lot more comfortable taking 2v1s, especially into this 80 base team. Will allow me to handle more than 2 people at once. So definitely feeling a lot safer here. I do see that SHAMGAR's in the jungle. He seems to be avoiding me at this point. I am a pretty big kill threat, and if he does come top lane, he will be losing that objective. Anyways, setting my sights onto this T2. We'll be taking that out completely. The enemy team is currently preoccupied with the fight that broke out over objective, so I'm taking full advantage of this and looking for straight pushes onto this T3, hopefully being able to take it out. Now, the trade for the Drake for 2 towers, definitely not worth it, buddy. Anyways, we will be taking this out. Enemy team trying to rotate. I know I have the free to go pass. My ult up. Looking for the Ludo at this point. No fear in me whatsoever. I'm sitting on so many sums. I really don't care. We'll be dropping the goals plus my ultimate. Almost nearly one-tapping the Lulu. I did see that the enemy team was off the map, so I will just take this opportunity to run right back to base and get myself collected. I do see that Xin Zhao's here. We'll be looking for that engage. Sorry, SHAMGAR. Not too afraid. Really just baiting for my team at this point. We are kiting backwards. Got a bunch of Heartsteel procs. We'll just back out this fight for a second. Possibly wait for my Heartsteel to come back up. Was looking for the Q onto the Vladimir. Couldn't get it. Looking for this engage onto the set. Set ends up going down. Really just going to be using that Warmog to his full advantage. Trying to heal up a little bit. We'll be looking towards this objective. I do see that Lulu ends up inting the Jinx over the wall. She ends up going down. We do have my deathmatch play up with Secure and Baron at this point. It's looking pretty GG if you ask me. Q goes through the wall. Was looking for the kill on the Lulu. I don't know if she actually dies. I don't really care. We'll be picking up the deathmatch plate, sitting 4, 1, and 9. Not too shabby whatsoever. This Mundo technology I'm using currently is definitely top tier if you guys are running the Warmog rush routes. Anyways, last item is getting queued up, which is that Titanic Hydra, and once we get that, we'll be basically making full use of all the HP I have been building into all game. And if I do get an opportunity to interact with enemy team, I promise you, they're going poof. They're going poof and they vanishing. Simple. Anyways, enemy team has been fighting up my team. They're pretty down right now. We'll just be looking for splits onto their side lanes. I have my damage plate too, so I'm doing more damage to structures. Definitely very good. Almost basically one tapping the turret. We'll be looking for the kill on possibly the Jinx or the Lulu here. Lots of slows going on. I did back up off that play. Playing very conservative here. We do have Baron buff, so I really don't need to be rushing into anything. Know what I mean? With this pressure, they are leaving mid lane completely vulnerable. We'll be looking to continue the push on the side lanes. Moving towards the mid lane now. Really just trying to force turret. We just don't have the ADC with us currently, so we can't really force it without getting poked down too severely. Enemy team ends up getting CC'd like crazy by the Lux with that crazy ultimate. Ult's coming up in a few seconds. We're seeing if going to take this bait. I might end up re-engaging here. I do have my flash plus my ultimate. Playing it pretty smart. Waiting for the Warmog rush regen to come in here, and we're going to be looking for splits on this side lane here. My ult up as well. Feeling pretty safe. And I mean, really just gonna be taking this trade. Honestly, Vladimir is the main threat. He will be doing the most damage to me. We'll be walking him down underneath turret though. Craziness. Nearly taking them out. We'll switch back onto that T3, taking that out. I mean, there's a wave push in mid lane now. Finna be focusing down the turret, making sure that's out as well. And at this point, it's pretty GG. I'm pretty fully scaled. We basically took out every turret on the game, and we're a few gold away from our Titanic Hydra bar as well. And once we get that, I can basically guarantee you that this game is over. Anyways, we'll be looking for the fight onto the Xin Zhao. Xin Zhao ends up going down. Really just trying to save up enough to afford this Titanic Hydra. All ends up getting popped. We're going in the back line. We end up taking out the Jinx, going for the Lulu. Trying to back up here. We'll end up going down to the Vladimir. As I said before, we have 0 magic resistance, and he's a main threat to me. So I definitely need to keep that in mind for my next plays. We did pick up our Titanic Hydra, so at this point, I am a fully scaled late game Mundo with mad HP and mad kill potential. I'm sitting 5-2 and 12, not too shabby whatsoever, especially with the way this game looked in the early game. We definitely came back from a lot, bro. Anyways, almost about to regen in about 15 seconds. My team looks like they're going to be making plays onto the Drake here. But yeah, at this point, Vladimir is the only main threat on enemy team, since I did itemize to be the best adapted up against the auto attack based champions. Vladimir will be dishing out the most damage to me naturally. Anyways, we will be setting up for Baron at this point, and this will definitely be the game deciding play. Definitely in a very strong commanding position. Enemy team definitely has to worry about my kill potential in this fight. My main objective is the jungler, bro, because we do have objectives up. Looking for that. End up Eing him with the Hearts of Proc, sending him back to the lobby. Sorry, SHAMGAR, running down the backline at this point. We looking for the Lulu. Lulu's getting cracked too. Oh, almost getting the count of Lulu. We'll have to back up due to the fact I was getting poked out like crazy. But I mean, we are still up. We ended up taking out the priority pick, which was the jungler. And at this point, we should have a free access to Baron. Did see that sets here. Looking for this slight little engage onto him. Instantly going for the Lux. I don't play, the Jinx. I don't play no games, bro. I don't play no games with bot lane, bro. If I see ADC, use a free pick, use food, dog food to me, bro. Not me. Anyways, at this point, we do have key objectives on the map with Elder and Baron being up. We'll start up the Elder here, mainly off the fact that we do have priority, and Xin Zhao has a long way to go from base all the way to Elder. We'll end up giving up Elder here, taking this little squabble into the set, who legit just ulted me for no reason. We'll be looking for this kill. He ends up popping the gargoyle, still looking for it. End up instantly going onto the back line here, tapping up that Jinx. She ends up getting popped. Was looking for the Lulu. Lulu gets taken out by the Lucian. Looking for the Vladimir. He is dishing out deeps. And I mean, I will have to respect it and back up naturally. But I mean, I do see the angle. I'm seeing the angle. We're looking for a little backdoor. I am very mobile. I mean, keeping the eye tunnel visioned on the real objective here, setting 1.1k hard steel stacks, and I will be ending out the game. So anyways, as I said, if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I think we finished off the game 7-2 and 15 or something like that. I don't know, bro, but I mean, I definitely performed this game. Shout outs to SHAMGAR. He definitely played pretty well in the early game and the mid game. I mean, he tried his best. He did his job, but sadly, Xin Zhao is not the stronger late game scaler, playing better than 100% of Dr. Mundo players. So you guys could definitely learn something from this video, bro. Please watch as many times as physically possible. Anyways, Naimi finished off the game 7-2 and 15. Not shabby whatsoever. Securing that MVP naturally, but Naimi, definitely having a lot of fun with the warm-ups plus the heart steel, and just the value off of warm-ups is abysmal, as I said before. I mean, doing 64,000 damage is a crazy thing. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please consider like, subscribe, and Nopings. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.